Um, we had another really good scrimmage today, about 115 plays, and we had good effort. There's areas that we need to work on, certain things that we have to improve on. We limited our penalties for the most part as a group. That was better today. Our tackling was improved. We had some offensive guys that were explosive at times and made good plays. Quarterbacks played really the best that they played in a scrimmage probably in a number of years here. So they were very productive. So I was pleased with today. They get a chance to get away from us a little bit tonight. They don't have any meetings, and then tomorrow we don't come back till after church for a full day of meetings and academic meetings to get prepared for school and kind of change routines now. You know, we've gone from preseason camp into a in-school routine. So they'll have tomorrow off their legs, and we'll give them Monday off, 2 days, 48 hours, really 60 hours when you start it, as of right now, about 60 hours off their legs to try to rehabilitate their bodies, and then we'll get back in the flow of it on Tuesday afternoon.
Who among your receivers is starting to separate themselves from the pack a little bit?
Well, we've been very fortunate. They're all making plays. Seals is making plays. Shep's made some plays. Glidden made plays. A couple freshmen are making plays. I wouldn't say any one because we're playing so many of them at one time. You know, 3 and 4 of them in there all through the scrimmage, and we generally play 6. You know, we've played as many as 9 in this scrimmage, and so there's a number of them that are making plays.
How pleased have you been with the growth of your defense from the start of camp until now?
Well, they've got a ways to go. There's no question. And when you watch them play, they're competing and playing hard, but they're making mistakes that young players make. And it just takes some time. There's just not any way to correct it in a speedy fashion. It takes just a little bit of time. But they're learning, they're improved. You know, when you look out there at times, I think I counted today 8 freshmen on the field at one time. And so, you know, it's a good thing, and then you also hold your breath at the same time.
You said that the quarterbacks played as well as they had in a couple of years in terms of the scrimmage situation. What did Garmin in particular show you, considering the fact that he's new?
He played very well. He threw the ball effectively. He was able to move around the pocket and pick up some yards on a scrambler a couple times. But as a group, the 3 of them had probably as good a scrimmage as we've had at the quarterback position in a number of years.
Is that more a testament of how well they played, or is that the young defense maybe struggling, or a mixture of both?
It could be a combination of both. They're obviously a little more vulnerable when there's youth out there. But I have a pretty good feel for when the quarterback is in the right spot mentally and physically, obviously with when he has to run the football. And so I thought that they competed and made good plays today.
Every year there's a new team, new feel at camp, and with camp over, how would you describe the character of this year's team?
Well, I just mentioned to him a few days ago that their team chemistry will be identified in about 6 weeks. It just takes some time. People say, well, it needs to be now. It can't be now. We haven't played a game yet. You go through the growing pains of good plays and some tough plays and guys that are injured and fighting through and being fatigued and all the different things that it takes to develop team chemistry. But I did say that I did like where our football team is right now. I like their attitude, and I think they're a very focused group. We've had really good football teams here that weren't focused. They were always kind of in left field, but they played good on Saturdays. This team seems to be focused.
Mike, is there any update on 2 guys who were injured last year, Devin Davis and Devontae Averett, kind of where they stand right now?
No, not now.
Mike, 2 weeks out from kickoff, how do you feel about your guys even only a week as opposed to how you felt about them a week ago?
Well, I think they get a little better each day. You know, I mentioned that we had a very good scrimmage. We still have areas that we need to improve on, but we're certainly as far along as we can be right now with the veteran players, and then you have another category of young players, and I think we're as far along as they can be at this stage in their career.
With these guys having some freedom tonight, is this a really stressful night for coaches, or do you feel confident that they'll do the right thing and behave?
Well, I hope they will. You know, we lecture them every day just like we do when our own children go out at night. And I just now talk to them, and hopefully they'll learn to take care of themselves. They live in a different day and age than we did. And it's no different than the conversation that I have with my 18-year-old before he leaves the house.